my last time telling you, nigga. Why y'all stupid ass little boys to get y'all self hurt behind a hoe? Man, I'm a gangster. I'm telling you like a man. I didn't pay on a fake page. I ain't got that to do, man.
NBA YoungBoy just got played out of a $200,000 Lamborghini and had his whole name dragged through the dirt. All this chaos started because of a fake Twitter account with barely 600 followers that somehow convinced the world's biggest streamer that YB was messing with his girl.
I'm too G'd up, man. Like, you want a nigga to f your bitch so bad, I'm telling you, I don't even talk to her for these little weird ass hoes y'all been bringing up. I wouldn't dare even talk to them. Never spoke to them. Keep in on my dude.
Wild, right? What went down next had Kai Cenat's entire crew panicking. They even yanked their boy Rocky out of Utah, thinking YB was about to pull up on him. No joke, this situation twisted out of control faster than anyone could imagine, and the truth behind it is crazier than anything you've seen online. The tweet that kicked off this digital war between two entertainment giants racked up 17 million views in just 6 hours. But here's the part no one saw: what really happened behind the scenes and why NBA YoungBoy is ready to fight for his name no matter what. Kai Cenat was sitting at the top of the streaming world, breaking records, linking with celebs, and building an empire people only dreamed about.
And for best stream collab is Kai Cenat and LeBron James!
Kai's girlfriend, Gabrielle, or Gigi Leah, was out here living her best life, dropping vlogs, flexing her luxury lifestyle, while asking Kai for Christmas gifts that cost more than most people make in a year. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, NBA YoungBoy had his own plans cooking. According to DJ Academics, YB had actually been watching Kai's streams and respected his grind. That's a big deal, because YB doesn't show love to just anybody. If he sees something real in you, that means something. But while YB was showing quiet respect, the relationship between Kai and Gigi was already falling apart, flashing red flags left and right that everyone saw, except Kai.
Wagon, black, pink interior, it's very detailed. I just feel like, you know, for safety reasons, I did want a pink outside, but for safety reasons, I just feel like maybe it should be pink in the inside.
How much?
How much the car?
Yeah.
Not that much.
How much?
Not that much. I don't know. It's not that much though. I promise, it's not that much. Like, it's not a lot.
While Kai was out here pouring his heart out about mental health struggles during award shows, telling fans, "I just want to say to you guys tonight, really take care of your mental health. I just noticed that recently I've just been going through things in my head." His girl was online smiling, posting about how blessed and amazing her life was. Total mismatch energy. Now here's where things get really crazy. Months earlier, Gigi had gone live describing her dream man, and the way she said it had people's jaws on the floor. When asked to build her ideal man like a 2K character, she said, "He gotta be like 6'1", got waves. I love me a little, you know, waves. Nice body, works out, looks nice, light skin. He's an artist, he makes music. That's my dream man." Let's break that down. She wanted a guy 6'1", Kai is 5'5". She said light skin with waves, Kai is dark skin with dreads. She wanted a musician, Kai is a streamer. She basically described NBA YoungBoy to perfection. That should have been the first huge red flag, but love makes you blind sometimes.
I spread awareness on mental health and how important it is to take care of yourself. And honestly, for the past few months, I've been struggling with mental health out of self-doubt and fright of pursuing goals that I really want to achieve.
And if that wasn't wild enough, Gigi's own mother had been posting videos warning Kai about her daughter's real personality. Her mom literally went on camera and said, "I sent Gabrielle to her dad. She tripping, acting wild, disobedient. And Gabrielle, you know you don't want me to post the stuff you was doing, and I won't. But if I did, Mr. Kai Cenat, you know, baby, the woman that you in love with, that's me." That's straight from her own mother's mouth. When your girl's mom is publicly saying her daughter's putting on an act, that's your cue to run for the hills. But Kai was deep in love and couldn't see what everyone else was seeing plain as day. The people around him could feel the bad energy building. The whole environment was toxic. Folks close to him were warning Kai about Gigi's true character, but when you're young, rich, and on top of the world, it's hard to tell who's being real and who's just jealous of your shine. Then, right before Christmas, Gigi hit Kai with the most outrageous wish list anyone's ever seen on stream. She asked for a pink G-Wagon priced between $200K and $300K, a pink crocodile Birkin bag worth up to $350K, a frosted Audemars Piguet watch worth $88K, plus diamond earrings, Louis Vuitton bags, Chanel wallets, and more, totaling nearly $1 million in gifts. And the wildest part? She kept saying things like, "It's not that much. It's not a lot.
Leaving her dog to go run behind Kai, leaving him in the house for 12 to 15 hours a day, pissing and shitting all in my $1 million house. I did snap out on her. She has no respect, no regard for what I'm going through. Oh, you gonna do what you did last time, just move in with a man. Cool, got it. Not mad. But for you to sit there and be like, yeah, you asked me to live with you, I told you no. You are so hurtful. And when he was cheating or caught cheating, I took up for y'all. I took up for you. I stood by you. I said, Gabrielle, it's cool.
That's next level boldness right there. She really believed asking for nearly $1 million in presents was normal. That alone showed her mindset. She wasn't seeing Kai as a boyfriend, but as a walking ATM. Sources close to the situation even said she treated his generosity like it was expected. And when Kai didn't buy that pink G-Wagon for Christmas, that's when everything started to fall apart. Reports say Gigi had already been flying out with other men early in the relationship, getting flown out, spoiled with gifts, and living that lifestyle behind Kai's back. Eventually, Kai found out, and that's when things got real messy. According to multiple sources, what happened next exposed just how deep the drama went and who was really playing who behind the scenes. When Kai confronted Gigi about those other dudes, she didn't own up. She tried to flip the whole script on him. She started gaslighting, acting like he was the problem, even though her moves were looking real suspicious. Instead of admitting anything, she made Kai feel like he was the problem. That's when things took a turn no one saw coming. Out of nowhere, a fake Twitter account named Fendi, with barely 600 followers, dropped a post that lit the internet on fire. It said there were rumors going around that Kai's girlfriend Gigi is cheating on him with NBA YoungBoy via DJ Academic's live stream. But here's the plot twist. DJ Academics never said it. The whole thing was 100% fake news. Academics even jumped online and cleared it up himself, saying, "How y'all read a headline that says Academics reported that Kai's girlfriend is cheating on him with YoungBoy, and I supposedly said it on a live stream I do for 15,000 people every night, but there's not one clip of me saying it, and people are still running with it." Despite that, the fake tweet racked up 3.6 million views, and chaos spread everywhere. People with common sense could tell it was cap, but by then, the damage was already done. Behind the scenes, Kai was spiraling. Sources say he actually believed the rumor. Remember, the man was already struggling mentally, battling self-doubt, stress, and pressure from fame. So when that tweet blew up, it hit him hard. Instead of fact-checking, calling academics, or even reaching out to NBA YoungBoy himself, Kai made a move that changed everything. He went on Twitter and dropped a bombshell. "I'm single. I'll never be in another relationship again." That tweet exploded. 17 million views in 6 hours, and the internet lost its mind. The comments were ruthless. People were saying things like, "Right after Christmas too, hope she kept her parting gifts," which wasn't even wrong because Gigi had just moved into an Atlanta penthouse that Kai likely paid for. But even that wasn't the craziest part. What came next took the whole situation from heartbreak to full-blown internet war. According to DJ Academics, when NBA YoungBoy tried to personally call Kai to clear the air, to tell him straight up that he never messed with his girl, Kai completely refused to answer the phone. YoungBoy was beyond confused. He was like, "Why won't this dude talk to me? I never even dealt with his girl, and now he won't even let me explain." But Academics later revealed the real reason Kai wouldn't pick up. In Kai's mind, it didn't make sense to talk to the guy he thought betrayed him. Academics said, Kai literally turns down speaking to him because in his head, why would I talk to the guy who messed with my girl? He could gaslight me about it. Basically, Kai assumed YoungBoy would just lie to him anyway, so he didn't even want to have that conversation. That decision, though, ended up costing everyone way more than Kai could have imagined. By this point, the story was spiraling out of control, with millions of fans and blogs spreading theories. Nobody knew the actual truth, except the few people directly involved. But the damage was already deep, and things were about to get way worse. On the very day everything exploded, NBA YoungBoy was in Utah, setting up what was meant to be the collaboration of the year. According to Academic's exclusive report, YoungBoy had actually flown out Rocky, Kai's close friend and an up-and-coming streamer, to Utah for a surprise stream that was supposed to break the internet. This collab could have changed Rocky's entire career overnight. But here's where it gets absolutely wild. NBA YoungBoy wasn't just planning to go live and hang out. He had something massive in store. Academics revealed, YoungBoy told me, "Yo, I wanted to do a stream with him and surprise him." I asked, "What you mean?" And he said, "I got that boy a Urus. I was gonna surprise him with it." That's right, YoungBoy had actually bought a Lamborghini Urus worth over $200,000 as a surprise gift. But here's the wildest part. The reason behind it made it even more meaningful. YoungBoy had seen a stream where someone gave Rocky a toy car instead of a real one as a joke gift. YoungBoy thought that was mad disrespectful, so he decided to come through with a real Lamborghini, saying, if you're gonna give him a gift, give him a real gift. That's the kind of person NBA YoungBoy really is. When he shows love, he does it for real. We're talking about a multi-platinum artist, one of the biggest names in rap, ready to drop 200 grand on a kid he barely knew just because he respected the hustle. Everything was lined up perfectly. Rocky was in Utah, YoungBoy had the Lamborghini ready, cameras were likely set, and the stream was about to be legendary. It would have been the moment of a lifetime for Rocky, but then everything went left. When Academics went online and mentioned that YoungBoy wasn't happy about Kai not answering his calls, Kai's team panicked. They started thinking YoungBoy might actually be mad, maybe even dangerous. They assumed he could take his anger out on Rocky since he was the one in Utah with him. So according to Academics, Kai's team literally pulled Rocky out of Utah mid-trip. They told YoungBoy that Rocky had a photo shoot and had to leave immediately, but that was just a cover story. The truth? Kai's team genuinely believed YoungBoy was a threat to Rocky's safety. They thought YoungBoy was furious over Kai ignoring him and might snap. Meanwhile, YoungBoy had no idea what was going on. From his side, everything was chill. He was confused, thinking, why'd Rocky just dip like that? He didn't even know his kindness had been misunderstood for something dangerous. Academics broke it all down later, saying the situation was ridiculous, a total misunderstanding that turned what could have been a legendary collab into one of the wildest miscommunications in the internet era. So Kai's team got so freaked out, they told him to pack up and leave Utah immediately. He bailed on the stream out of nowhere, just dipped. NBA YoungBoy had no clue what was happening. One minute Rocky was there, the next he was gone. Kai's crew truly believed YoungBoy might do something, which made no sense at all. Like really? You think YoungBoy's gonna harm a young streamer over a fake rumor? That's wild. The irony is unbelievable. While Kai's team thought YoungBoy was plotting something, YoungBoy was actually planning to surprise their boy with a $200,000 Lamborghini. That's not drama, that's generosity. Talk about next-level paranoia and miscommunication. When YoungBoy finally found out the real reason Rocky left, he was hurt and disappointed. According to Academics, YoungBoy said, "So they thought I was gonna do something to a kid? What?" He couldn't believe it. The man was genuinely confused that people would even think he harmed someone, especially over fake internet nonsense. Then came the bombshell. The investigation into how this all started exposed truths nobody was ready for. The Twitter account that kicked everything off? Completely fake. Just a random clout-chasing page trying to farm engagement. It had 600 followers, no verification, no credibility, and somehow still managed to wreck relationships, spark beef between two of the biggest names online, and cost people hundreds of thousands of dollars. But when people started digging deeper into Kai and Gigi's relationship, things got even darker. Sources close to the couple said Gigi had been acting suspicious way before the YoungBoy rumors ever appeared. Apparently, she'd been flown out by other dudes earlier in their relationship, guys with money who were spoiling her, buying her expensive gifts, and showing her off like she wasn't already taken. When Kai found out about it, instead of coming clean, Gigi flipped the script again. She turned it around, trying to make him look crazy, calling him paranoid, controlling, and insecure. That's textbook toxic behavior, getting caught doing wrong, then making the real victim feel like they're losing it. Even Kai's assistant, Bree, who's usually super professional and never steps into drama, finally broke her silence. She went online and dropped trash can emojis right after the breakup, a bold move that set it off. For Bree, someone who's seen everything behind the scenes, to post something like that meant Gigi's actions must have been really bad. After that, the internet started buzzing. The streets were talking, and more details about Gigi's real character started surfacing, stuff that had people shocked. What once looked like a picture-perfect relationship was actually built on lies, manipulation, and secrets that were finally starting to spill out. People started digging into Gigi's background, and what they found made everything make sense. Turns out, she was raised by a well-known industry gold digger, her mom, who's in her 40s and still out here chasing celebs and athletes for clout. When you grow up watching that kind of lifestyle, it becomes a family tradition, chasing fame and money instead of real love. Her own mother had gone online and made videos exposing Gigi's true personality. She straight up said that Gigi's whole sweet, God-fearing Christian girl act was completely fake, that her daughter was just copying her moves to fool Kai. That's some next-level calculated manipulation right there. But while all this personal drama was unfolding, NBA YoungBoy was dealing with a completely different storm. His name was getting dragged through the mud over something he never even did. According to DJ Academics, YB was genuinely hurt by the whole situation. Not just because of the lies, but because he really respected Kai and wanted to show him love, not steal his girl. The fallout was serious, and the financial losses were huge. That Utah collab could have been one of the biggest streams in history, a crossover moment between rap and gaming culture that fans would have talked about forever. The views, the clips, the viral moments, it all vanished because of one fake tweet. YB lost the chance to make history and was out over $200,000 on that Lamborghini Urus he bought as a surprise gift. That's no small amount, even for a chart-topping artist like YoungBoy. He had already paid for the car, planned the reveal, and lined everything up, but all of it went to waste thanks to a made-up rumor and pure miscommunication. Meanwhile, Kai was falling apart behind the scenes. His mental health took a massive hit. He was already battling self-doubt, pressure, and burnout. And then this whole situation hit him like a truck. He was dealing with heartbreak, betrayal, and public embarrassment all at once, while millions of people online debated his private life. By the time the truth started surfacing, it was too late. The fake rumor had already cost everyone involved money, relationships, reputations, and once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. But even then, the fallout wasn't over. It came in waves. Gigi tried to control the narrative, posting to her Instagram story, "I left. Now you want to get on the internet and rush to paint a false narrative about me off a fake Twitter post is insane." But by then, the internet had already chosen sides, and receipts were dropping everywhere. The story that started from one fake tweet had turned into a multi-million-dollar disaster, leaving everyone scarred. And the truth finally starting to shine through the mess. Gigi went online trying to defend herself, saying, "I've never cheated on him, and you know that. I never dealt with that man. Play that sympathetic role somewhere else, please." But that post only made things worse for her. First off, she basically admitted she left the relationship, which totally contradicted the idea that Kai dumped her. Then, the part where she told Kai to stop playing the sympathy role, while the man was openly struggling with mental health, rubbed people the wrong way instantly. The internet saw right through her act, and the comment section under her post got brutal. Users started digging through her past, unearthing old posts, screenshots, and videos that showed a very different side of her personality. Her whole digital footprint was getting exposed, and it wasn't pretty. People found old comments where she had been thirsting over YoungBoy NBA, saying things like, "YoungBoy is bae," and NBA YoungBoy Make You Move. Those old posts hit hard. They contradicted everything she was saying now.
The internet put two and two together, and suddenly her words didn't seem genuine anymore. The image she tried to build, the loyal, loving girlfriend, completely fell apart in front of millions of people. Her history online was telling a different story, and there was no way to hide it once people started connecting the dots. Meanwhile, everyone involved faced different consequences. For Kai, this became a harsh life lesson about trusting the wrong people, believing rumors before checking the facts, and how a single misunderstanding can cost you everything. For NBA YoungBoy, it was another reminder of how fake news can destroy a reputation, even when all you're trying to do is show love and positivity. And for Gigi, it became a reality check, proof that your actions will always catch up with you, and that no matter how much time passes, the internet never forgets. This entire situation flipped the way people look at social media rumors and their real-world impact. Think about it. A fake Twitter account with only 600 followers managed to destroy relationships, cost people hundreds of thousands of dollars, create unnecessary beef between two people who actually respected each other, and rob fans of what could have been legendary streaming content. The fallout shook both the hip-hop and streaming worlds. After this, content creators became way more cautious about what they share or believe online. Everyone realized how dangerous misinformation can be when it's targeting real people with real money, real careers, and real emotions. In the end, what started as one fake tweet turned into a full-blown cultural moment, a reminder that in the digital age, a single lie can move faster than the truth and leave real damage in its wake. After the chaos settled, collaborations between rappers and streamers actually became more common. But now, everyone moved differently. People learned to handle rumors, leaks, and drama with more caution. The wild story between Kai Cenat and NBA YoungBoy turned into a full-blown cautionary tale, a reminder that communication and fact-checking can literally save careers. Kai's legacy as one of the biggest streamers in the world didn't just survive, it got even stronger. This whole situation showed his human side, his vulnerability, and made fans connect with him on a deeper level. The young king took his hits, but came out wiser, more grounded, and focused on protecting his peace. He learned the hard way about who to trust, how to handle false narratives, and how to move smarter in the spotlight. The streaming world also took major notes. After seeing what Kai went through, creators started talking more openly about mental health, burnout, and emotional pressure behind the camera. Kai's willingness to speak on his struggles, especially while Gigi dismissed his feelings online, started real conversations about supporting creators instead of tearing them down. As for NBA YoungBoy, his reputation took a temporary hit early on, but once the truth came out, people saw his real intentions. He was never the villain. He was actually trying to show love. The fact that he was ready to spend $200,000 on a surprise car for someone he barely knew showed who he truly is: loyal, generous, and genuine. Ya-B was just trying to build bridges, not beefs. Meanwhile, Gigi's behavior became a textbook example of what not to do. Using relationships for clout, luxury, and attention always backfires. Asking for nearly $1 million in gifts, showing off an amazing life while your man's fighting mental battles, and then trying to flip the script when it collapses. That's not power, that's self-sabotage. Her story became a warning sign for anyone chasing fame over real connection. Today, Kai is locked back in on his grind, streaming, growing, and taking care of his mind. He's learned to keep his circle tight, stay focused, and not let fake drama mess up his blessings. He's still young, rich, and supported by millions who saw how he handled the storm with honesty and growth. As painful as it was, this experience probably saved him from bigger problems down the road.
And NBA YoungBoy? He's still dropping hits, staying low-key, and avoiding the unnecessary chaos. This whole saga just proved that he's not the monster the internet tried to paint him as. He's a real one who tried to do something positive and got caught in someone else's mess. The fact that he was willing to gift a young streamer a $200,000 Lamborghini says everything about his character. As for Rocky, he missed out on what would have been the surprise of a lifetime. But this whole moment changed how everyone in the game moves. From streamers to rappers, everyone learned the same truth. In the digital world, one lie can spread like wildfire, but the truth always fights its way through in the end. A free Lamborghini Urus from one of the biggest rappers in the game? That could have been the most expensive missed opportunity in streaming history, and all of it happened because of one fake Twitter account and a massive miscommunication. Even DJ Academics caught some heat he didn't deserve. He learned firsthand how the power of his platform can backfire when people twist his words and spin fake stories. Even though he never said what that phony account claimed, his name still got dragged into the mess, proving that anyone can become a victim of online misinformation. The real lesson in all this? It's about the dangerous power of fake news in the social media age. One tweet from an account with no verification, no real followers, no credibility, managed to cause real-life damage to real people. It cost NBA YoungBoy over $200,000, destroyed Kai's relationship, created unnecessary beef between two people who should have been collaborating, robbed fans of legendary content, and damaged multiple reputations, all for nothing. And the craziest part? It all could have been avoided if people had just picked up the phone and talked. That's it. One honest conversation could have stopped everything. But instead, people believed what they saw online, and the internet ran wild with it. That's the sad reality of today. Fake news travels faster than the truth, and the fallout can be very real and very expensive. Even now, the streets are still talking about this whole situation, and for good reason. It's the perfect example of how social media can destroy lives when people don't verify information before reacting. It also exposed how toxic people can twist a situation to make themselves look like the victim while causing chaos for everyone else. Gigi's behavior through all of this made her true character impossible to hide. Her dismissive attitude toward Kai's mental health, her attempts to control the narrative, and her constant playing the victim made the internet turn on her fast. People saw through the act, and once your reputation's gone online, it's nearly impossible to rebuild. Even if she ends up with someone richer or more famous, that cloud will always follow her. To most people now, she'll always be remembered as the girl who allegedly used Kai Cenat, broke his heart, and ruined what could have been a powerful friendship between him and NBA YoungBoy. That's a legacy nobody wants to carry.
But this story didn't just shake up gossip timelines. It left a real mark on the entertainment industry. Now, artists, streamers, and influencers are more cautious than ever. People are fact-checking, being smarter about what they share, and realizing that fake accounts can cause real chaos, all for clout and clicks. At the end of the day, this story isn't just about a breakup or a rumor gone viral. It's about loyalty, truth, and the price of believing lies online. It's about spotting toxic energy before it poisons your peace and understanding the importance of mental health, honest communication, and real friends who stand by you when things fall apart. Because if this whole saga proved anything, it's that in the world of social media, trust is rare, the truth moves slow, and one fake tweet can cost you everything. The next time you see some wild rumor trending online, pause for a second and ask yourself, is this real, or is this just another fake account chasing clout and trying to ruin people's lives? The next time someone slides into your DMs or your life asking for $1 million in Christmas gifts, think about Gigi and run the other way. And if you ever find yourself caught in some beef or misunderstanding, don't let the internet decide the story for you. Pick up the phone and have a real conversation. That's the true lesson behind all this madness. Talk before you tweet. Hopefully people learn from this chaos so something like this doesn't happen again. But let's be real, it's the internet. The cycle never stops. Somewhere out there, another fake account is already plotting its next viral lie, waiting to cause drama for views, likes, and engagement. So stay sharp, verify your sources, protect your peace, and watch who you're letting your circle. Not everything that trends is true, and not everyone smiling in your face wants to see you win. Sometimes the biggest online scandals are built on the smallest lies, and the fallout hits harder than anyone ever expects. The Kai Cenat and NBA YoungBoy situation will forever be remembered as one of the most unnecessary beefs in internet history.
a full-blown storm born from one fake tweet and a world that believes headlines faster than facts. So before you share, post, or comment on the next viral rumor, think twice. Stay smart, stay grounded, and always search for the truth, because the truth will always come out, even when the lies move faster. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment your thoughts below. Tell us, do you think this whole situation could have been avoided? Let's talk about it.